Beautiful night. Okay. Thank you so much for joining in. We're live on Instagram for the first time. It's been a while. We're also live on YouTube and TikTok as well as Facebook. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in. I really appreciate you. You're one of a kind for always being here. Thank you so much. How are you? How is everyone? How's your weekend been like? Let me pull this up a little bit. Yeah. Whoa. Arranging all this is not a walk in the park. How is you? Let me see who is there. Somebody's saying you look like a serious person. What do you do? I speak. I speak, and that's why I'm here. Let me see who else is here. What happened to Spirituality Sunday? Oh yeah, we moved to Wednesday. That's why we are here, and I really appreciate you guys for always coming and showing up. It's always a pleasure. And Mwangi Mwas watching me on Facebook. How are you doing, Mwangi? Thank you so much. I can see other people watching me on YouTube as well. Thank you for those who are watching me on YouTube, and thank you for those who are watching me on Facebook and TikTok. I really appreciate it. And tonight is another wonderful time because I'm going to be speaking some stuff. Today is a ladies' night. It's a day for the ladies. We have a lot that I want you ladies to be able to understand. And tonight, what I'll be teaching you is, did you read the topic? Did you read the topic? How to find and make a high value man commit. How to find and make a high value man commit. That's really heavy, right? Because I'm sure most of you have always wanted to make a high value man commit, but it's not a walk in the park. You always wonder, how will this high value man commit ever? You see him in the streets, you see him in seminars, conferences, events, but this guy rarely commits. So tonight I'm going to teach you how to make this high value man commit. And it will be the first time, at least you'll be able to know, by the way, nothing is impossible to him who believes. So tonight is that night we are going to be having a great and wonderful time. My name is Keith Muoki. Thank you for all of you who have joined here for the first time. If you're here for the first time, please, a show of hands. Just wave a little bit. Let me know you're here for the first time. Who is here? Grace, Renato, how are you? This is the first time you're here. Tameloy, AK, Shiro. Okay, these are first timers. Akilin Morunga, I can see. The game, Miss Recho, how are you? Sokale, hi. Santila Likanye, Felix, in your contact. All these people are new here. It's the first time. Thank you so much for joining in. I appreciate all of you guys. It's really amazing. DJ Electrical, even you are new here. Thank you so much. I can see all of you. Thank you so much. Keep on learning. Let's keep on learning and getting better each and every day, because that's why we are here. Okay, that's why we are here, and I want us to grow and grow. So please, for those who are veterans here, you can clap for the newcomers, tell them welcome, and continue staying, continue enjoying this moment. Brown Super on Instagram, you're saying that is your first time. Okay, thank you so much. I see you as well, and I clap for you for coming in here. Please, you can share the lives to many other people so that they can be able to join us, and I believe their lives will never be the same again. This is a night to be able to learn. Okay, and for those who want to speak to me personally, you can go to the link on my bio, book in a private coaching, and it's going to be amazing. Remember, my people in the UK, London, I shall be there this coming November. I shall be in London all through, and I can't wait to see you guys there. Of course, I'll be able to go to Birmingham as well. I'll be able to go to Lancaster. I'll be able to go to, I think I have a list of about 5, 6 different cities that I want to visit. So if you're in the UK, start preparing yourself. I'll be giving out the tickets to the venues that I'll be visiting, so that we can be able to have a great time, and of course have also one-on-one talks. And yeah, it's going to be amazing. Who is in the UK? Please tell me. If you're in the UK, wherever, just by a show of hands, or maybe just tell me I am here. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. V, you're in the UK. Awesome, awesome. I can't wait to see you guys. And of course, after that, I'll be going to Australia to be able to also catch up with other friends right there, and we can have a good moment. So start preparing. More I will be able to announce, and you'll be able to have a great time together. Thank you so much for all my people who are in the UK, in London, and the different places that I'll be able to visit. I'll give you the list so we can be able to you can be able to know in advance and prepare yourself. That will be this coming November. All right, November I will be there. All through December I will be definitely in the UK. So let's get started. Tonight I want to speak about how to find and make a high value man commit. And if you're a high value man, this is how you're going to know how you're going to be found. All right. And if you're a lady, you're looking for a high value man, I'm going to teach you how to be able to find that man. Because most ladies are always complaining, by the way, where are good men? Where have good men gone? Why are we always finding everybody else? But the good men, we can't find them. So tonight is that night. All right. Because many women, I've come across them saying, I want a high value man. But there are very few ladies who stop and ask this one very important question. What kind of woman does a high value man commit to? Have you ever asked yourself that question? What kind of a woman does a high value man commit to? Because a high value man is not just going to commit to anybody. It's going to commit to specific types of ladies. All right. Finding a successful man is one thing, but getting his attention and commitment is another. And tonight, ladies, I want to show you this because it's been a major confusion in the world to so many people. I've come across many ladies telling me, kid, just imagine this. I met this man. He's really good, really good. But I don't know why. He has just been sleeping with me, hanging out with me. We've been eating, drinking, but this guy doesn't want to commit. And I don't know where the problem is. Another lady was telling me yesterday that I'm always meeting high value men who seem desirable. They have everything that the world can offer. But the problem with these people is that they don't want to commit. Others, they have a problem with even this high value man dating them. Yeah, they just see them and wave, hi value man. So tonight I'm also going to tell you who is a high value man, because some of you might be thinking you are rushing after a high value man, but only to discover that there was no value in the whole thing. All right. So inspiring, you being able to inspire genuine commitment to this guy is a very different game. And if you're going to stay with me tonight, I tell you, you're going to understand the dating game for high level people in a different way. Stay with me, because those who are going to stay here, you're going to learn things that you probably will never hear anywhere else. Okay, this is very important. So a high value man is not just simply a man with money, because that's what most people think. You just think that, oh, he has money, he must be a high value man. Nope. A high value man is not just someone who has money. Money does not make a man valuable. Genuinely high value man, or genuinely high value men, are people who have developed themselves. I want you to get that right. Because most ladies say, oh, he's a high value man. Look at the car he drives. Look at this, look at that. But you forget what value is all about. Because once you get to understand who is a high value man, you will never go wrong again. You'll never go wrong again. All right. This is a guy who has discipline, is a guy who can make decisions, because from discipline, decisions, someone who takes responsibility, all these things are the things that make this man to be high value and even give him the money that you're looking for, right? This is exactly what even gives him the money that you think. This is a guy who has standards, yeah? Someone who is building something with his life. And because of that, this man usually approaches his relationships differently from a man who has nothing to protect. And that's why finding a high value man is very important. And knowing how to keep, and not only keeping, but making this man commit is another hurdle which I want to help you tonight to be able to understand. All right? Because the more a man is built, the more careful he will normally choose who is going to get access to his life. This is very important. And once you get to understand this, you will never be the same again. Okay? So a high value man is always asking himself these questions. Before he dates you, he asks himself this question. He just met. Okay. So your name is Jane, huh? Oh, can I trust you? These are questions that a high value man will always ask himself before he commits to you. He will ask himself, can I trust this lady? Is she going to bring me peace or chaos? Because if I have chaos, then I cannot perform. If I have chaos, I cannot be able to make it in my life and my businesses and whatever I'm putting ahead. You see, this high value man also, he has qualities that he's looking for. That's the reason why he will commit to certain types of women, but he will not commit to other types of women. Have you ever realized this? Most ladies will just say, oh, because I'm just beautiful, I think a high value man will jump onto me. Nope, it doesn't work like that. He's always asking, what am I going to gain from this lady? Will she bring the peace? Will she bring chaos? Can I trust this lady? Does she respect me? Or does she just merely desire what I have? Because most ladies, the problem with you is that you will go directly to show somebody, I'm here for the money. If you don't have money, it's the money on the highway. You'll never find a high value man. High value men, and you cannot intimidate them because, well, let me tell you, it doesn't work like that. You think that by telling him, I need money, show me, prove to me that you have money. High value men don't even prove because they already know they have the money. They already know that they have the good life. So you will almost hardly notice them showing off. When you see a guy showing off, mostly it's because he knows he's broke. When you see guys, fellas who love wearing labels, label this, label that, trying to show shoes. Yes, check my shoe game, check my watch. Those are low value men that you're chasing. High value men don't even show anything. Imagine you meeting with Bill Gates and he's trying to show you his, check my t-shirt, I am Bill Gates. It doesn't work like that, my friend. It doesn't work like that. These fellas will never show you all these things that you're expecting. I'm Jeff Bezos, look at me. It doesn't work like that. High value men, they don't show off. Actually, as a matter of fact, they are very laid back. And when they're talking, they're thinking, can this lady handle the life that I'm building? That's what they are looking for. Can you handle? They're not looking for how educated you are or how talkative you are or what you can bring to the table in terms of material. High value men don't look at those things. They ask themselves, can she handle the life that I'm building? Because he wants you in his empire. He wants you in his kingdom, in his life. And if you cannot handle the life that he's building, then he's going to live a life of stress. So what does he say? Can she be able to handle this life? With being with this lady, make my life stronger or unnecessarily complicated? This is very important. This is very important because most high value men will say, being with her, is it going to make things right? or are things going to be wrong? And this is where many ladies misunderstand commitment. You cannot force a healthy man into commitment through pressure. You can't, my dear sisters. And I'm telling you this so that I might help you out to be able to understand where you're failing, where things are not adding up. You can't do it based on pressure, jealousy, or manipulation. It does not work like that. Others, they think that I'll make this man commit because of pregnancy. Babe, I think I'm pregnant, but I told you not to be pregnant right now. We were fixing some things. You see, you can't just wake up and tell somebody, let's do this. I'm pregnant. All these others, they think that by giving this man sex, then I'm going to commit. No. High value men are not looking for these things. They're looking for something totally different. You can't convince them with those things. Even ultimatums. If you don't marry me in 6 months, I'm leaving. And then you think he will go. He will stay. You just look at you and see, praise God, I'm leaving this headache. I'm about to leave. And when you know this truth, it will set you free. Emotional warfare, all those things, they don't keep a high value man. You can pressure someone into a relationship title, but you cannot pressure someone into genuine devotion. So ladies, take this deeply into your hearts to be able to understand why things are failing. And this one has nothing to do with if you have one child or 2 children, or you don't have a child, or your age is gone or your age is not gone, you're young, you're beautiful, you're ugly. It doesn't matter. Here I am being very diabolical. I'm being very open-minded, because I want everybody to be able to know, as long as you believe and you do what I'm going to tell you tonight, your life will never be the same again. Because high value men, they're looking for something which is so, so, so unique. All right? So whether you have messed up in your life, it's okay. People do mess up. Things do happen. Nobody's a saint. All right? The reason why I'm saying this is because there are people who will think, but for me, I'm finished. No, nobody's ever finished. It's never over till you say it's over. And sleeping is not falling. The problem is when you keep on falling over and over, sleeping 1,000 times. You see, there are some people who have fallen. Maybe something happened. They got a child and the man left. They fall again. You pressure someone else. He gives you another child. He bounces away. You pressure another one. He gives you a child. He bounces away. Then you keep, Lord, what will happen? It is the same mistake you're doing over and over. That's why it keeps on repeating itself. And I tell ladies all this time, please stop repeating the same mistake and expecting different results. Man 1, you gave him headache, he left. Man 2, you gave him headache, he left. Man 3, you're still giving him headache and you're not seeing the signs. So this one has nothing to do with what happened in your past. It has everything to do with positioning, all right? Positioning yourself, right? Because a real commitment happens when a man concludes that my life is better with this woman in it. This is very important. The moment this man will say, my life, in all odds, in everything put together, is more profitable, is better with this woman in it, and losing her would cost me something emotionally significant, that's the day that he will commit. That's the day that he will say, I would rather be with her instead of her. Let me tell you, there are men I've spoken to who tell me I left a toxic relationship whereby I was feeling drained. I had, yes, even 5 children with this woman of mine. I left and I went and married another one with even 4 children, and I moved on with life. You see, most ladies, they wonder, how comes this man, I've given him children, I am beautiful, I make money, I have all the things that the world can offer. Why is he going for house girls? He's going for secretaries, he's going for some nobodies down there, and wondering, like, why? Why do you leave me and just go for somebody else? Yet I've given you everything. Peace, respect, appreciation, All these qualities that I'm going to give you tonight, these are the things which make a man feel it is better for me to be with that lady. She doesn't have much. She's not even well packaged, but she's the one who can make me progress in my life. High value men are not looking for a lot of pampering and many things. They are looking for something specific. So this masterclass tonight is going to be about teaching you how to understand the high value man. It's not to manipulate him into marrying you, but to understanding what he wants. For those who want to know, they will know. For those who don't want to know, they will just say, I'll keep on. And at the end of the day, it's going to eat you up. All right? So this is about understanding the masculine psychology, increasing your relational value as a lady. And I've told you this one today, I'm very open. It's not about you and your past and the things that have happened to you. I know so much has happened to you. And you're here probably because you're thinking that maybe, is there another chance? I tell you tonight, this is going to be the day. All right? It's about choosing wisely and positioning yourself for the kind of commitment that you actually want. All right? So if you're ready for this masterclass and you're ready for this, please share the video and tell me if you're ready. And let's begin, because I can't wait to be here and to tell you the things that I'm looking at. Are you ready? Please, if you're ready, tell me I am ready in the comments. Share the video. Let other people be able to join, because you never know. You never know who is that one person who has just been struggling on this area. And they say, oh, please, Keith, thank you. This is the day. And I tell you, you need to listen to this with an open mind. Promise me you'll have an open mind. Because if you're coming here to, let me just confirm if it is true, you'll never learn. Have an open mind, and I guarantee you 100%, after you're going to do the things that I'm going to tell you, the next high value man will be knocking on your door. And that's the thing. And all high value men who are here, they know what I'm speaking about is true. Just swallow your ego, swallow everything, and do exactly as I tell you, and see the difference. All right? Now let's begin. Number one, first, you need to define what high value actually means. Because you cannot want something that you don't know. You cannot want something that you don't know. The first mistake that most ladies do, the first mistake that they do is they say, I want a high value man. But when you ask them, by the way, Mami, what is a high value man? They don't even know. They purely don't even know what they're talking about. If your definition for high value man is he drives a Range Rover, you don't even know what is a high value man. Oh, he lives in Kilimani, in the leafy suburbs. He travels internationally. He was in Dubai, he was in there, he went to the moon and back. Because this is what most ladies, if you ask them today, what is a high value man? He will tell you a guy talking about material things. Yes, I know material is good, but I'm going to show you where material comes in, okay? He owns businesses. I think he's a high value man. No wonder he cheats on you day and night, and nothing has ever happened. You always wonder, what kind of a man have I been married to? What is happening? Oh, my love sucks. It is because you chose someone thinking this is a high value man, but you just chose someone with some cars and houses, but you've been crying all day. And these are the kind of people that all the time I speak to many, many ladies, they tell me, this relationship seems to have been good, but my friend, it is better I was lonely. I've spoken to them. I know someone who has been broke all their life, they will think that crying in a Range Rover makes sense after you heard that song. But wait until you cry in that Range Rover and you ask yourself, but life is worthless. I just feel like I have all these things, but man is not making sense. Oh, he earns millions. Let me tell you, You may end up selecting a wealthy man who is emotionally irresponsible. Emotionally what? Irresponsible. A man who is dishonest. A man who is destructive and unavailable. And these are the kind of men that you will choose. Then you think that, I thought he was a high value man. Someone who will destroy you and make you feel so taken down to a point that you wonder and ask yourself, what did I get myself into? This is the thing that most people have gotten into. And by the time you realize you're dating a cheater, an abusive person, you're dating someone who does not even want to see you, someone who doesn't care who you are, someone who is not. Money is an asset, it is true, but money does not create character. You understand? Money is an asset, but character is another lot of work. You need to look, if you're looking for a high value man, you need to look for a man whose value exists in these various dimensions. Okay? I want you, if you're writing down there, please start writing, because these are the main dimensions of value. Okay? A man whose value exists in these dimensions that I'm going to mention. Now, a high value man should have a combination of purpose. A combination of purpose. He has to have purpose. He has to have integrity. Integrity is key to getting a high value man. He has to have self-control. What good is a man who has no self-control, who keeps on poking in every neighbor's house to sleep with whoever, do that, no self-control, no nothing? Are you going to call that a high value man? You need a man who is competent, right? He is competent. In the marketplace, he can know how things move. He can calculate, he can make ends meet. He knows how to make money. Competence. All right? Again, responsibility. You see, you can have a man who has all these things, but he's not responsible. He sees children and runs away from them. He leaves you hanging. Responsibility is very important. You understand? Responsibility. Because you can't just say, I have a good man, but what do you do with the goodness? You don't receive anything. He doesn't even take care. He doesn't even look at you in any way. Very important. You need a man who has vision. Where are we going? Because if this guy doesn't know where you're going, so tell me, where will you be heading to? Eh? Where will you be heading to? A man without vision is a wastage of time. Because you will eat, is like you meet someone who has just made money from a lottery. He's made money from some lottery, call it. He has millions of money. But tomorrow there's no vision, there's nothing. So tomorrow you're going down. After you eat this lottery money, both of you are going down. Are you going to call this person a high value man? My friend, you're heading to the bushes. Yeah? You also need a man who has emotional stability. Just imagine you have someone who beats you all the time. A little bit of argument, you have dents all over. You look like a car which has been rolling in a safari rally. What is the essence? That's not a high value man. Every day you're going to work with a black eye. It drops you in a Range Rover, but then you're always in a black eye. Your children have never stopped crying. Anytime their father comes, they disappear like cockroaches. Yeah? Everybody goes away. Because this fella has no emotional stability. He can eat anyone. He can give someone one kick, yeah, like a soldier within seconds. That's not a high value man. A man who has financial discipline. I've seen many ladies come to me and they tell me, my man makes a lot of money, but my Lord, This guy cannot keep the money in his pocket. Loans, wastage of money. So we make money, but we eat all the money, but we are not even guaranteed of a future. Yeah, that's the thing. That for sure. There are so many ladies, yes, they will see the money enter, but they will not use it. It will be like that story of Moses. You will see Canaan, the promised land, but you will not enter. Yeah? You will see the promised land, but you will not do what? Enter. This fella will make money, but the money vanishes like, yeah, like gas, or like, I don't know, what do I say? 1 second you have it, tomorrow you don't have it. That's the thing. Again, this man should have respect for others. How embarrassing is it? You have someone who does not have respect for other people. It is so embarrassing for you that every time you'll have to keep on explaining his wicked ways. You'll keep on explaining why he does this, why he does this. Oh, don't worry, you know, it is. Or maybe you go to a restaurant and you see how he's talking ill of waiters and watchmen and people who cannot offer him anything. How embarrassing will that be? That's not a high value man. And the final thing is the ability to keep commitments. The ability to do what? To keep commitments. Sometimes there are people who come to me and they tell me that I have this man, but let me tell you, Maina, yeah, this guy cannot keep commitment. He will say one thing and tomorrow he has forgotten and disappears. And when I ask, yeah, it's war. Yeah, it becomes a total war for no apparent reason because he doesn't want to keep commitment. You see, high value man is not just money. There's so much to being a high value man. And for you need to be able to know, to spot him using the things that I've told you. If you're writing, I hope you've been able to write that. Yeah? Let me just give you a quick recap for those who did not understand. He must have purpose, integrity, self-control, competence in the marketplace, responsibility, vision, emotional stability, financial discipline, respect for others, and the ability to make and keep commitments. Now, this is how you define a high value man. All right? Because a man's lifestyle can tell you what he can afford. And I know that is what most of you ladies go for. Okay? Oh, he can afford. Look at his lifestyle. But his patterns tell you who exactly he is. All right? If you don't know who exactly he is, you'll be left there. So don't be mesmerized by presentation of how he presents himself, a nice suit, a nice cologne, and then you ignore the character. Remember, Jesus taught, by their fruits you shall do what? Know them. Matthew 7 verse 20. So you don't know them by the presentation. You know them by the fruits. You understand the point? You know them by the fruits. And fruit means results, patterns, and evidence. All right? Results, patterns, and evidence. This is very important. So please, my friends, don't date potential. Don't date advertising. Date observable character. If you can be able to observe the character, please date that. If it's not what you can observe, wastage of time. That's point number one. I hope the point is home. You've been able now to figure out who a high value man is. Okay? I want to go to the next point, which is very important as well. After you know who is a high value man, the next question as a lady you're going to ask yourself is, where do I find high value men. Where do I find high value men? Do you think they are found in some dingy dens that you're always going every day? Do you think that these high value men are found where you're gossiping? Do you think these high value men, you're going to find them in places where arguments are? So ask yourself, where do I find high value men? And I'm going to answer you this very clearly so that you can understand. Now, understand, you cannot repeatedly fish in the wrong pond and then you keep on complaining about lack of fish. You're fishing where there is no fish. I live in Mombasa. And one thing about Mombasa is that at night, I see people going deep into the sea to go and collect fish. At first, I used to ask myself, actually, when I bought a boat, I used to ask guys, can't we just fish here in the shore? Eh? And the captain used to say, no, we have to go to a specific place. That is where we find the size of fish that we need. So you have been fishing at the shore at places where you can't find high value men, where you're only going to find salmons and tadpoles, and then you keep on wondering, how comes I can't find high value men? It's because you're fishing in the wrong pond. Environment matters. Environment does what? It matters. Certain environments disproportionately attract men who are building, who are learning, who are leading, and also who are investing. There are places that you go where you're going to find men who are doing well in the society, who are already knowing what they do. Because you will know them by the fruits. So you need to understand, where do I get the fruit of a high value man? Look around. Professional conferences. Did you hear that? A high value man will always go to professional conferences, places where people are talking intellectual things. These are places you're going to find high value men. Business networking events. This is another place you're going to find high value men. They like where people are business they're doing what? They are connecting with each other. Real men, real recognizes real. Business networking events. Industry associations. You will hear these guys, they're in this and this industry. They're in the tourism industry. These are members of the these and whatever different types of industries. Now, those are places where you're going to find these high value men. Let me tell you, ladies, you don't necessarily need to be perfect in whatever industry. You just need to go and position yourself there. Be a listener. There are ladies who I've spoken to and they tell me, Kate, where do I find high value men? I tell them, you see that seminar that is bringing together stakeholders from wherever, and it seems to be a boring meeting. Go there. Go there, my dear. Go there. Thank me later. Hang out there. That is where the who is who are meeting. Who's in who is who? You're not going to meet them in these dingy clubs that you're always going. And if you meet some of them there, they are too drunk to notice you. Yeah? They're too drunk to notice you. And if they notice you, they just take you home, munch you like no man's business, and drop you in the morning, or give you 200 or 2,000 for Uber. Hmm? And then you'll wonder, I met this man, and we met in this good club and whatever, and he took me home and then he dropped me in the morning because he just saying you're a joker. High value men don't get wives from bars. They don't. Don't be fooled by anyone. They get them in places where things matter. They look at the mind. They look at the mind. Yeah? They look at If this lady is in this business meeting like this one, she must be good here. She must be smart here. Executive communities. How many executive communities do you know? There are so many. You'll hear this is the golfing community. This is the Prado Association community where people are going for this and that. You will hear this is the Rhino Charge community where people go to, this kind of weird, fancy kind of activities for executive people. Quality gyms and sports clubs. Go to these nice gyms, and I think most of the ladies have mastered. You have already mastered this whole thing about these fancy gyms. Yeah, you have already mastered that. But well, that's the thing. So those high-end gyms, they are going to be found there. I will say church to some point, but why am I saying to some point? Many people in churches, they're there to seek God, not to seek relationships. All right. And most men who go there, they're high value men. They know very well that some of these churches is where people hide themselves. You have messed up all your life. You have screwed everybody in the whole estate. And now you decide, let me wear a long dress and go to church to find a person. So high value men, they're woken up. So, well, you might still find one or two in church. I'm not saying you can't, but they are smart about, all these fancy looking ladies who are wearing long dresses. They know you have already hit the road. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. Purpose-driven communities. These are other places that you can find high-value men. Purpose-driven communities. Think about people who are doing something for the community. NGOs, organizations, such kind of places you're going to find this kind of high-value men. Investment forums. Think about where people are investing for a worthy cause. You're going to find high-value men in that. Charity events. I know most ladies, they avoid charity events because you say, oh, I don't want to go to a charity event. I don't want to contribute. That's where your man is. That's where the man with the Lamborghini is. Yeah? You hate giving. Okay. You continue being poor. Lanes, my sister. Lanes. Professional alumni groups. When you hear people talking about this is the Mangu School alumni, this is a university, this and this graduate alumni group. Well, those guys are, yeah, what up? My guy, you guy, my guy. Those fellas, just pretend that you are in that campus. Who knows anyway? When they ask you, which year? There's a time for Albert Einstein, man. It was a long time. I schooled with Napoleon Hill. Who knows if you are there or you aren't there? Go and join those alumni groups of this university and that university, even if you've never attended. Who will check your certificates anyway? You just say some stories, and at the end of the day, one thing leads to the other. These are fellas who, and of course, don't go to those alumni, whatever, which is boring. Go to the ones, touch of class, good places, where everybody is speaking big language. Yeah. Entrepreneurial circles where people are talking about big money, making money. Yes, those are the places. Leadership events, cultural associations, international professional communities. Have you ever heard there are these communities? Like, for example, you will hear there's a community of people who travel a lot. Like, for example, I'm a member of couch surfing. Couch surfing is where you find, like, if you travel, you can live with people of a certain community, or somebody can host you for free. When they travel, you can host them for free. Those are communities, and those communities are very important. Okay, very, very important. You can hang out with people, enjoy the moments and stuff like that. Even your online environment, there are groups and places where people who are like-minded uh do meet. So these are some of the places. There are many, 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 many others. Golf clubs, whatever. Go once in a while to a golf club. You don't need to be a member. You can go and play a game. It's just like 3,000 Kenyan shillings for a game or something. Just get in there, and there are those places where it's a little bit easy. They can allow you to play a game or two. You pay cash. Go those places. Go those places. Those are the places you meet high value men. The math is mathing, eh? Eh? I know ladies are taking notes. Yes. Next point. Next point. Yes, sir. Please, you have missed this point. Yes, yes, yes. Especially if you have been hit by dust. Yeah, DUST has been hitting you. No worry, I got you. I got you. Today is your day. Today is the day that the Lord has done what? I have to remove you from the dust. Yeah? Tonight, I'm removing you from the dust. So, if your entire social media ecosystem revolves around gossiping, look at your algorithm. If it's all gossip, relationships drama, celebrity scandals, nightclub culture, and who partied where, who was found on a pit after they drank 10 mizingas. Here, Kenya, we call them mizinga. Those big bottles. You are training the algorithm of your mind and yourself to occupy a particular social world. And my friends, you will never find a high value man in those places. Keep on gossiping. Keep on following those dramas and dramas. High value men are not found in such kind of places. They are not found in those places. You will keep on asking, by the way, why am I always meeting these people who have failed my life? They don't want to take responsibility. High value men have nothing to do with small things. They know. And they are not found in dingy dens. All right? Expand your environment, my dear sister. Expand. Eh? A woman who wants an internationally minded businessman, she should probably position herself in environments where internationally minded businessmen exist. And also, be like them. I always say that you will find a man with a car where you've parked your own car. Yeah? Yeah. You want to find a man who is a high value man, but you can't even. When a man calls you, hi, how are you? We met yesterday at the cocktail party. Can we catch up? Maybe we have some lunch. I don't have fare. How are you asking a high value man for fare? High value men don't give bus fare. They just say, please go back to where you belong. And that's why most ladies, they wonder, how comes I'm always dating this? Because people will be giving you transport to where they are. Those are low value men. Those are low value men. Because what do they want? Just to hit you and bounce and drop you for the next fella. Yeah. You won't expect a high value man to be sending you bus fare. Send me bus fare, you eat. Send me bus fare, you eat. Now you're talking to a minister. For God's sake, how? He doesn't have time for that. He purely doesn't have time for that. You keep on eating your own fare. You just say, you mean you cannot afford Uber? You mean you cannot afford bus fare? Please, just stay home. You are trouble. Please don't come. It's okay. I found the fare. No, stay home. Stay, please. Mama, please, just delete my number. Assume we never met. Assume we have never met. Hmm? Ladies, I'm telling you this so that probably I might rescue you from the dungeon you've been in. Eh? Ruth in the Bible did not meet Boaz sitting at home discussing why all good men are taken. She entered an environment where Boaz was operating. Eh? Your location is going to determine your possibilities. Your possibilities. And if you cannot rescue yourself with just as little as bus fare, how are you going to rescue yourself from this disaster which is waiting for you? Yep. Yep. And when you go on those dates with a high value man, before I go to point number 3, ladies, please do not eat as if you came to eat. Do you know high value men look at you the first time how you're eating? They just say, I think you don't need love. You needed food. Eat, my dear, and go home. I know. Yeah, I know it's hard back at home. How bad is the situation? He starts advising you instead of loving you. Starts advising, don't worry. You see, in life, when you hear your man call it, you see, in life, he just, the way she's eating, there must be a problem. We'll come to contribute something. Send us the pay bill. Can we put the money in one kitty? My friend, this guy just saying you have so many problems. I can't solve all of them. Please, even the Bible says, I don't know if the Bible is a quote by, this one is for 48 laws of power, maybe. I know, not 48. I think I've read so many things. There's a verse which says, when you go to a rich man's house, learn to cut your throat. Eat less. Eat less. Give me chicken. Give me, he will tell you, yeah, you can order whatever you want. Give me chicken, and I need a whole pig. And do you have rabbit wings? Do you give me buffalo? He looks at you. The only thing he's asking, please just give me a sandwich and a small soda. Looks at you there, scattering, squandering, like a scavenger. He just says, oh Lord, please have mercy on this generation. You have buffalo. Learn to cut your throat. Learn to be wise. Okay? Learn to be what? Wise. Because rich people, they understand you by character. They understand you by character. All right? Now, still, we are talking about how to find and to make a high value man commit to you. Let's go to point number 3. Something which is very important for you to be able to find and keep this high value man and make him commit. You need to stop chasing status. If you want, stop chasing status and start observing character. That's how you know he's a high value man. See, character is going to tell you a high value man. Status will not tell you. Why is status not important? Look at it like this. How many ladies today, they are married to men who fooled them day one? This guy, because he knew that you love money, you're looking for status. This guy went and borrowed some shoes, borrowed a jacket, borrowed this and that, and went and took an Airbnb somewhere for 3 days for this weekend. And he had a cousin who has a car. Hey, Kuzo, please, there's this mama I want to hit on. Could you lend me your car? I'll fuel. Then you met this fella, and you thought, because of all these status, look at his shoes. Look at the jacket. Look at the cape he's wearing. Look at the car at the parking lot. And look at where he has taken me and told me he's home. My sister, By Monday, you're pregnant. And you know, some of these fellas who have nothing to do, they are very fertile. Eh? 1 minute and you're in, and you know you'll give yourself, because at the end of the day, you'll say, yeah, this is the day that the Lord has made. It's a car hire, my dear. The house, it's an Airbnb. By Monday morning, when you're already pregnant, eh? You're chasing after, don't worry, don't worry. I've bounced a little bit. You see, there's a project we're doing in Turkana. I'm traveling to Dubai next weekend. Can I see you next month? Next month weekend, he hires a house, the same Airbnb again. Whips you. Whips you, whips you, whips you by Monday. You have now confirmed. Ladies, stop chasing status. Stop chasing status. Yeah? 3 months down the line, you've never even known where he lives. You only know one name, Brayo. Brayo, he told me he's Brayo. You don't know anything. You're already here. Babe, this child we are carrying, where will we live? In an Airbnb? Stop chasing status. Start chasing character. Yeah? Character. One of the quickest ways to lose discernment is to become impressed too early. And that's why you don't get high value men. You get users. You get users. Somebody will just use you, abuse you, and bounce. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah? You get too impressed too early. Too early. Day one, you're already, you have a car. You start removing. You have a car. Where do you live? Oh my God. The man is like, pass me the toothpick. He'll chew you that night like no man's business. After chewing you, he passes you to Kevo. Kevo comes and chews you times 2. Wake up. Wake up. Be wise. Be what? Be wise. High value or high status men. Let me talk about high status first. High status men have been accustomed to women becoming fascinated by possession, influence, or visibility. And they already know that. If he's high status, truly high status, he has already been used to this. That every lady who comes, they are talking about his possessions, his influence, his visibility. You need to be different. Ladies, you need to be different. You need to observe first. Take time to observe. Take time to show this person, I'm different from the others. Look at him, look at the character. How does he treat people who cannot help them? How does he treat them? Very important for you to look at this. Very important. And again, how does he speak about his former partners? If he's always speaking trash, bad things, know that character, you're the next. How does he speak when he's disappointed, when he's angry? How does he speak? That is how you're able to know, what I'm dealing here is live wire. Yep. When he's disappointed, does he keep his appointments? When he tells you, I will see you on Friday, does he actually see you on Friday? Does he see you on Friday? Does his word mean anything? How does he handle money? This is how you check on character. Don't just rush into status, because status can fool people. You can be fooled so much. I've seen people being fooled by anybody. Today's modern ladies, Many of them, they are saying they are smart, but you're fooled by literally anybody. Yeah? Even in places where you don't need to be fooled. How you are fooled, you don't even know. And you see, many ladies will go to, I mentioned, for example, a church, because there you think that I've messed up everywhere. Now, let me wear a dress well and go to church, and probably I'll see somebody. And then here comes Brother Bernard. Yeah? Brother Bernard, he looks and says, Pastor, have you seen that one? Yeah? Assistant pastor does, bro, there's a fresh one. And then Brother Bernard with his keyboard, that time he's playing overdose. Because you have arrived. And then you think, because of the way he's doing things, he start telling you how, for me, not just the keyboard, I'm doing some this. Because you are fooled by status, you're going to believe everything he tells you. Tell you how he's working in an NGO and he does what, and this is just part-time. Brother Bernard, that is the full-time job. There's nothing else. That's why, and he will fool you. And after Sunday service, can we go and just get into the presence of the Lord even later in my house? My friend, by the time you realize the presence is inside you. And that's how many who are going to run and look for someone based on status, not based on character. You'll be fooled even in a church, even in a mosque, even in at home, even wherever. Even the places you're going to hide yourself, you'll be fooled even those places. It does happen. It happens everywhere. You'll be fooled to a point that you look at yourself and you say, how did it happen? How did it happen? God gives you discernment to discern. To discern, to be able to see this or that. And the only way you will see is by the fruits. And fruits are character. How does he behave when nobody important is watching? Character. Can he apologize? Character. Can he control himself? Character. Does he honor boundaries? Character. Look beyond chemistry, my dear sisters. Look beyond chemistry. And when you look beyond chemistry, everything works out for you. Right? Because chemistry will always make you ignore evidence. You understand? Chemistry will make you ignore evidence. But character is going to protect your future. And tonight, if you hear me, you not keep on falling for people who are lying to you. This video will be on YouTube later. You can check it out. All right? Just check it out. Keith Muoki, I think. Keith Muoki Official. Yeah. We have a new channel for those who want to check it out later. So, this is the thing. This is the thing. And a woman's greatest advantage in dating is not beauty. It is discernment. Discern. The Bible says in Proverbs 4 verse 23, keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it are all the issues of life. Your heart, you need to keep it with diligence, because that is where all the issues of life are. All right? You need to notice the scripture does not say everybody has to get immediate access to your heart. It says, guard your heart. Observe first. Hold on. Give yourself time. Guard your heart. Because ladies just pour out their hearts quickly just because this guy can drive a good car, can offer some money, can give you some support in this and that. Then you just say, wow, this is it. Be wise. You need to be wise, okay? Number 4, another very important thing you need to consider on how to find and make a high value man commit because I know this is a very important topic tonight. How to find and make a high value man commit. We have spoken about how to find, how to know who is a high value man. We have spoken about where to find high value men. We have also spoken about the character of a high value man and many others. Now, for you to be able to find and make a high value man commit, number 4, you need to become a woman who has a life worth joining. The reason why many high value men will never choose you is because you don't have the qualities to be chosen. High value men are not just rushing and saying, where is she? I want to rescue someone. No! You might be in the right position, the right place, doing the right thing, but are you worth the choosing? Are you worth the choosing? Because tell me, how will a high value man choose someone who is not worthy to be chosen? Positioning is key. Ladies, you have to understand your work is to position yourself as a high value woman for a high value man. Real recognizes real. You get the point? So this is extremely important for you to become a woman who has a life worth joining. Don't make finding a man the center of your existence. I know there are ladies who think that, oh, my life is just about I find the right man and then finally he will take me out of the block. If you're waiting for a man to take you out of your block where you've blocked yourself, you'll wait until the world ends, or if it starts again. You'll be waiting and waiting and waiting, and you'll never find. You need to build yourself. Building yourself is very important. Most high-value men, they want women who are building themselves. Develop yourself. Develop yourself. Remember, ladies, I've told you one thing. Something that you'll need to understand, and I'll do a video, short form video to explain this. Ladies are born with value. The only thing that you need is to protect the value. You're already born with it. You need to protect it. And when I talk about value, I'm not saying, I'm not talking about the aspect of being human. That's different. We all have value. But I'm talking about the innocence, the beauty, the essence that you carry, the peace that you have. When you're out there, the problem is, after you're born with this, many of them, they start diminishing the value, taking lower and lower. Too many arguments, so many chaos in your life. Chaotic, you lack trust, you lack this, you become a nuisance. So you keep on reducing. And high value men, they want those who have kept this value. And you know you can keep that value even for years. You can keep it for years. There are people who are in their 50s, they have kept the value. Even today, they are still high value people. Others, they're in their 22 and they have already diminished everything. No person wants to be with you, leave alone high value men. You need to develop yourself. Not only just keeping your emotional side, also go out there, fix yourself, develop your career, focus with your life, do something good, develop some business. And I'm not saying develop a career in business and then you become independent, because many ladies, the moment they make money, I don't need a man. Now, if you don't need a man, then he won't need you either, right? So don't think that a high value man is coming so that you sit on his head. No. You may make your money, but submissiveness is a key thing to every man who wants to wife you. Especially high value men. You have to be submissive. Because if you say that I want him my way, my rules, there's one person who ever came to me and told me, Keith, I'm here on this private coaching. Just tell me how I can make this person worship the ground that I walk in. I want him to be, when I cough, he listens. I want to have him in full control. I told her, listen, my dear, I can give you exactly that because I know what it is, what you need to do. But it will not help you. You're going to hate the same man. You're going to look at him and say, what a weak man that I can control, toss him to and fro. And you're going to hate him and you're going to be looking for another man. And you take in the same direction. By the time you finish, you have 3, 4, 5 children from different men. All of them, you have kicked them out because they are weak men. And it is actually you who caused it. So I told her, if you want, I can give you that. But either I can give you the right thing to do. You understand? I can give you the right thing to do. And if you do the right thing, you're going to enjoy the relationship more than controlling someone by force. You understand the point? And that is what most ladies don't know. You need also to develop your intelligence. Develop yourself. Learn emotional regulation. Learn how to regulate your emotions. You see, for men, especially high value men, they don't care about what you're saying. They care how you're saying it. You may be telling me a very nice information of how I should treat you, how I should, maneuver this and that for the sake of you. But the problem is how you're saying it, my dear. How you're saying it is where we don't connect. If you say with an accusing voice, no man is going to listen to you, especially high value men. They don't like accusing voice. Accusing voice is very bad. Well, you are with those girls of yours you did. I know you don't love me. So do you think a high value man will just be sitting down there trying to tell you, oh, I know, please listen to me. Oh, please, I beg you. Because that's what most ladies want. To see a high value. This is Obama kneeling down. Wow, you're kneeling in front of me. The same thing from the Garden of Eden. You shall be wise. Eh? You shall be as gods. That thing has never left ladies. It's still there. Still the need of worship. But let me tell you, high value men are never going to worship anybody. What they do is they want somebody who understands what value is all about. Nobody's coming to worship you. So learn emotional regulation. Learn how to submit. Learn how to give peace. Learn how to give respect. And respect means trust. Do you trust my word? Do you respect my word? Do you respect what I tell you? Learn how to admire him, how to show him that, hey, I like how you think. I like what you're doing. When you no longer admire your man, trust you me, is going to have another woman admire him. And that's why cheating is not absence of love. It is a seeking of validation. Most ladies, they say, but this man is cheating on me. Why? I've given him children. I've given him that. Do you admire him? He comes home. All that you can do is argue and argue. He tells you, my dear, you're nagging. You don't hear. Then you wonder when he goes away with another woman. Then you wonder what really happened, that he just disappeared that way. Nagging is a disease that no high value men want. All right? Strengthen your relationship with God. Be someone who is, who knows what she's doing. Focus on yourself. Read, travel if you can. Focus on life. Have something going on in your life. Develop social intelligence. How do you interact with other people? Are you just seated down waiting for someone to rescue you from the bushes? Be someone of substance, right? Build meaningful relationships with others. Discover purpose. Become interesting. No person is coming to give you happiness. Joy comes from within. Somebody wants, if I come to be with this lady, I'm coming because she's already joyful. She's already nice to be to hang out with. She's exciting. She's a person that I would want to spend my life with. Look at how happy she is. But all the time you're sad, sad, sad. The only time you can laugh is when he buys you something. The only time you can laugh is when something is given to you. Attention and all these things. You're literally just telling the high value man, you know what? She doesn't have a life. Be happy by yourself. Be happy by yourself. Let the man see that you're doing well and you're doing it well honestly. Become interesting. Powerful relationships are normally created by two people who have identities before they meet. He's not coming to complete you. He's coming so that you may complement each other. If you can't be happy without him, you can never be happy with him. Trust me. If you can't be happy without him, then you're going to destroy the same relationship. Why? Because you're going to be too demanding. I need you to make me happy. Make me happy. I'm not happy in this relationship. Please make me happy. Joy comes from the Lord. It doesn't come from a man. Be happy by yourself. And that's why 2 minutes, your man has gone to work. You're already fighting. Where are you? Why are you not picking my calls? I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. Why? Eat, sleep. Eat and sleep. Why should you have to wait for me until 3 a.m.? Just leave the key somewhere or I will open. I have the key. Why should you be so worried about me, what I'm doing? It just get a life. High value men, they need you to have a life of your own so that you won't become a burden to them. Think about this. Neediness says, please complete my life. That is neediness. When you're too needy, a man feels like, how can she be helped? She's too needy. Where are you? You need to be here. Imagine, I have not eaten. We need to come home so that we start eating. Eat. Put my food in the fridge. I will eat later when I come. I won't leave my meetings. I won't leave my things so that I just come. High value men, they always say, but wait a minute. You had a life before you met me. Or am I the source of your happiness only? Happiness comes from within. Value says, I already have a life, right? I already have a life. Let's see whether our lives belong together. Your life and my life. Let's see the life that you have and the life that I have. Let's see if these lives can complement each other. In the book of Genesis 2 verse 18, the Bible says, it is not good for a man to be alone. I will make him a helper, a helpmeet for him. The woman was not created to become the man's entire identity. She came as a powerful complement. It's not good for a man to be alone. He can be alone, but it's not good. Let me make him a helper. As he does whatever he does, there's someone who can say, oh, pass me the nails. Ta, ta, ta. Did you make something for lunch? Oh, yeah, I made something for lunch. Okay, let me come from hunting. A helper. Just to talk, to enjoy together. But does it mean that he's cannot be able to do things? He can do things. So don't make this man to feel as if his life has to revolve around you. Because he's going to feel that this lady is not what I'm looking for. There's something deeply attractive about a woman who loves you but does not disappear into you. She still has her life. She still can go out there and do things. She's magical. This is the Proverbs 31 woman. Go and read Proverbs 31 from verse 10 downwards and see the kind of woman we're talking about here. A lady who can wake up early, go hustle, do her things. She makes the man even be respected in the society. A high value woman. Be that, and trust you me, you are going to attract high value men. You understand? Number 5, really amazing. We have 5 more points, and these points I want to make sure that you get to understand like never before. And these things, we are going to be speaking about them over and over. And I know there are people who are looking at their lives and they say, for real, Keith, this makes a lot of sense. This is exactly who I am. This is exactly who I am. Keep on thinking, keep on looking at this and adjusting yourself. Number 5, if you're looking for a high value man and you want him to commit, remember why men commit. You need to understand that men often commit to peace, period. Men commit to peace. So if there is no peace, there is no commitment. No peace, no commitment. I watched a video, and I think I talked about this the other time, a video on TikTok, and a lady comes to the car, finds her man sleeping in the car. And this man, she asks the man, hey, why can't you come into the house? The man says, I just want to rest. She's there asking, can't you rest in the house? He said, please, just give me a little while. I'll come in the house, but I just need to rest. The lady is there trying to bargain. Can't you rest in the house? What was the guy meaning? There is no peace in the house. It is probably constant nagging, headache, and stuff. So he just feels, I just need peace. And that's why you hear me telling you that high value men focus on peace. Because without peace, then a man cannot be able to be productive. He needs to be productive. And where there is no peace, there is no productivity. And ladies often misunderstand this point about peace. Peace does not mean silence. I know some will say, oh, I'll give him the silence. I know he wants peace. Peace does not mean silence. Peace does not mean accepting disrespect. That now all of a sudden he disrespects you and then you say, okay, for the sake of peace, that's not what I'm meaning. Peace is not that. Peace does not mean becoming submissive to foolishness. That is not peace. Peace means emotional safety. He needs to be safe emotionally with you. If he can be safe emotionally with you, it's a wastage of time. This fella will not stay. High value men don't stay. Ask yourself, in this relationship, can disagreements happen without it becoming warfare? Can we agree to disagree without making it a time bomb? Boom, hey, okay, even you. I don't care. This is what most people usually do. A little disagreement, you're off the roof. Off the roof. Eh? Can he tell you something difficult without expecting 3 days of punishment? Eh? He tells you something difficult. Most ladies immediately tells you something difficult. You know what you do? For 3 days, anytime he touches you like this microphone. Yeah? Now you start starving the angel of the Lord. Yeah? You're starving him now. Babe, listen. This has nothing to do with I have to punish you. Eh? Go and touch those that wardrobe of yours where you have kept your money. Now The guy just told you, we can't buy this because there's a season for this. No, uh, you always want to do things your way. No, don't touch me. Ladies, when you weaponize intimacy, you give the man 3 days of silence. Wait until the day that you come home and you discover he has been sleeping with his jeans, trousers, and belt. He no longer wants to touch you. He sleeps. 2 minutes, he's already snoring. Week 1, week 2, week 3, you're smiling. Week 4, week 5, you discover, hey, is this fella not touching me anymore, babe? No, I'm fine, I'm fine. You good? I'm good. He comes back home looking all happy. He hasn't touched you in months and he's so happy. That's the day that it dawns unto you. And all of a sudden, somebody else has been helping you in the work. Yeah, I need to know why you're not touching me. You can't even kiss me. It's been 3 days. Can you force kiss? Okay, come here. I'll take you to court to kiss me. My dear, you'll see dust. Eh? Eh? Can you communicate disappointment without humiliating him? Peace is important. And that's why many ladies, your men are cheating on you. You know why? You lack peace. You lack peace. A man comes home, knocks the door. You tell the house girl, go and open the door. He comes in, he says, hi guys. You don't even look at him. You're busy chatting on your phone. He comes home, he sits down there in the living room, goes to the bedroom, takes a shower, comes to the living room. Children are busy watching Cocomelon. You're busy chatting on your phone, laughing at whatever things that you're laughing at. He's speaking to himself. Or the house girl, take me, can you make some tea for me? You ask him, he asks you for water, you tell him, hey, tell her to give you this. You don't even care. The only thing you talk about is school fees, rent, and what you want. The night comes, he tries to come close to you. You tell him how you're tired, you're having a headache, you're having a backache, you're having all types of cakes. He wakes up in the morning, he goes to work, comes back late in the evening, does the same story. He feels alone. And then all of a sudden, here comes Miss Right. Some lady appears from nowhere like an angel of darkness. She invites him to whatever B&B house where she lives. The first thing this Clandé mistress does is welcome him, take out his coat, massage his feet and back, tell him, hey, how was your day? Makes him his favorite meal, talks to him softly. He feels needed, wanted, appreciated. She looks at him and listens to his stories about work and what failed and what did not fail and all the things which happened. He starts being cozy with this lady. Within no time, he has shifted his attention from you. You start arguing, oh, I don't know what is happening, my marriage, we need to call the pastor. My dear, you need to call yourself to a committee within yourself. Stop calling pastor. Wastage of time. Call yourself and ask yourself, by the way, what am I actually doing? You will go to every prayer mountain, you will be eaten by snakes. Prayer mountain, prayer. At 30 days of praying for my marriage, you're so noisy, focused on your life. Ladies, let's trust on the Lord. God is not a fool. He gave you discernment to think. He gave you discernment to think and to see where you're going wrong. And when another woman takes over your man, you will cry, you will say all sorts of things, you will call the elders, the leaders of the church, you will say how this man, I don't even know what happened. He just imagine one day he just decided to go away with somebody else. You didn't see, you didn't feel it, you didn't see these things coming. You see, ladies can discern when a man is cheating, but they cannot discern when the man is lonely, when he's disappointed, when he feels that nobody cares. But you will discern quickly that he might be cheating. Why can't you use the same discernment for the good things? Yeah, that's the thing. And I tell you for sure, if you don't know these things, woe unto you. Woe unto you. You'll keep on saying, I don't know what happened to my man. But another lady will keep your man very well. And you will fight and fight and fight, and you'll discover that he already saw it coming. Oh, he has to pay this money. I know his money. He has already moved the money. Men today are very smart. And you think that you will know that he's cheating? You will know. Men are very smart nowadays. When they see something is not working, do you know how many mobile phones they have? And some of the mobile numbers, you don't even know them. This phone is always kept in the car. You don't even know if it exists. That's the one for the babes. I have to make sure I check his phone. I'll check his phone. And when I see any woman, you will never see that. That is the phone for only you. Yeah? That's for you. That's the one that will be put there on the living room. Everybody can access because he's already tired with you. And that's the thing. You'll come here crying, Keith, what can we do? What can we do? Yet, you never fixed yourself. You never understood the power of peace. Men totally want peace. And I tell these ladies, to ladies all the time, some of them, they just jump and tell me, Keith, oh, you see, the other day I did a lot of videos trying to explain to ladies, this is what you need to do to be able to keep your man, to be able to stay well. That's my message. But others, they will argue and fight and what, because you just want to justify yourself. But if you know the truth, it will set you free. It will purely set you free, because deep down within your heart, you know what I'm saying is real. You know what I'm saying is real. Don't communicate disappointment with humiliation. Don't disagree. And every disagreement, you have to involve 20 friends and posting indirect messages online. What goes up must come down. Those things end. Money ends. I'll tell you like that Nigerian movie actor. Don't go around the bushes. Tell me directly. Money ends. No, it will not end because you have said it. Just the other day you were praying for him. Oh Lord, please make my man rich so that I eat. Now you're saying money ends. It's just because you need things to go your way. Can you regulate emotions without weaponizing those emotions? Because a man may tolerate drama while dating. That's okay, because I told you, ladies, one thing about you is that you control the dating scene. Dating is controlled by women. For sure. A lady knows who she wants to sleep with, and she can do it with whoever, whenever, at any time. But when it comes to commitment, the tables turn. Commitment is ruled by men. It is only a man who knows who he will marry. It is only a man who knows who he will marry. You can sleep with him 1,000 times and he will still marry someone that he likes. He will still marry a peaceful woman. and drop you like it's hot. That's why people have stayed with, you've been in with this man for 6 years, 5 years, 3 years, yet he has never shown you signs of settling down with you. Then you wonder, why? And then one day he meets the love of his life while still dating you. And all of a sudden, boom, he married her within months. And me, I've been with her. He's been chewing me left, right, and center daily. Yeah? And you wonder, hey, with all that chewing, you just drop me. Yes. Yeah, that's the thing. A man becomes more cautious about inviting a nuisance person into his home permanently. He's very careful, absolutely careful. And look at it, most accomplished men spend their entire day solving problems. Many accomplished men, many high value men, they solve their full day solving problems, work problem, business problem, issues left, right, and center. That's why they are high value, right? Employees, they need decisions. Customers need answers. Investments require attention. Families have expectations. And because of all these things, now tell him to come back home and be in another constant drama after drama at work. He needs peace. When he comes home, he doesn't want another battlefield. He's tired of battlefields and arguments and all these kind of things. He wants the real thing. He wants to feel for real. I need peace. That doesn't mean that he wants a weak woman. No, a man doesn't want a weak woman. Actually, many strong men, they love strong women, but strength and chaos are not the same thing. Are not the same thing, my dear sisters, are not the same thing. One is just power under control. The other one is unresolved emotions spilling everywhere. That's why the Bible says in Matthew 5:9, blessed are the peacemakers. Be a peacemaker, you shall be blessed. Men love peace. And if you're a peacemaker, clap for yourself. You shall be blessed. You shall be blessed. You shall enjoy. So become emotionally mature enough to create peace without sacrificing your voice. And I tell you, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it. And I tell you, all men who are listening to this video, they know very well, peace is the integral thing, number one thing. Because without peace, we can't think. We can't think. We can't have a clear mind to know even where we're going. Chaos, they throw us off the hook. That's why when a man is full of chaos, too much emotions, he cannot see, cannot think. Look at Samson. With all his power and might, he could kill 1,000 Philistines with a jaw of a donkey. But when emotions came in, when Delilah came in and he was confused, he was full of emotions, now he couldn't see clearly. And his hair was cut off, source of power. And men don't want their hair to be cut off. They still want their power because that's the power you want. Yeah? And I'm sure you're listening to this and realizing that your relationship patterns are repeating themselves. You're saying, I was dating this, and now I'm dating the same type of guy. I'm dating this. Have you ever heard ladies saying that all men are dogs? Because the dog, you have carried the dog in your head all through. Dog 1, dog 2, dog 3, dog 4. Yeah? And at the end of the day, you wonder, how comes it's like I'm dating the same spirit in a different body? It is because you've been carrying this. There's an issue deeper than just finding another man. And many women who have left their relationships, marriages, running away, many of them are looking for this superficial, wonderful man. But I can tell you that man comes with a price. And you need to set yourself for that thing. I know it sounds, yeah, why should I work on it? It is what it is. There is no compromise. That's why probably you keep on attracting unavailable and emotionally unavailable men. You ask yourself, maybe I get attached too quickly. But perhaps think of it. Maybe good relationships are always there. They begin well, but they always collapse because something is wrong. Perhaps you struggle to understand masculine psychology, boundaries, communication on your own relationship patterns. You keep on asking, what is happening? Why am I confused? If things get so south, don't worry. You can even talk to me. I always tell people, don't die alone. Talk to me. Go to the link on my bio, book in a private coaching. I always talk to hundreds and hundreds of people. I think by now I've spoken to thousands of people. And I tell them one thing. If you know the truth, it will set you free. But if you try to avoid the truth, then you will just be like the others. And that's why the Bible tells us in Romans 12, verse 2, do not conform to the patterns of the world. When you see a motivation video encouraging men, what do you always hear? As a man, you must rise up early. Go. Put yourself there. Nobody's coming to save you. Go and build. Go and do this. Those are motivational videos for men. Switch the socket. Listen to a motivational video by women to women. You deserve better. You deserve the life. You need to get a man who will do this and do this to you. Those motivational speakers are not helping you. They're just some lost people trying to lead you into another ditch. From who do you deserve these things? You need to understand life is about give and take. Nobody is going to give you that life that they tell you you deserve. It's a lie. It's a pure 100% amplified lie. They will tell you all these sorts of things, the things that you deserve and you deserve, but they will never tell you from who and when and how. They will tell you deserve so many things and you deserve this and you deserve to be worshipped and people worship the ground that you walk through, but they will never show you who is going to give you what you deserve. And that's why today, many ladies, they are desperate about life. Seated down there wondering, what really happened to me? I thought I deserved all these things, but where is the man who is going to worship the ground that I walk in? You need the high value man, but behaving like a low value woman. How will it work? If you know you deserve a high value man, become a high value woman today. Become the kind of person that will be chosen. All right? This is the thing. And if you're feeling these things making sense, but for sure you're feeling deep down there's something that I need to adjust, talk to me. A problem shared is a problem half solved. That's why I'm here. That's what I do. That's what I do. And that's why I do these videos. And I don't just tell people to be able to, I don't just say things. I make sure that what I say has value attached to it. And that's why sometimes I sacrifice my own peace to be bashed out online by people because I've told them the truth. Others will say, hey, we don't want to hear the truth. But at the end of the day, it is the truth which will set you free. And when you know this truth, I don't know you, you don't know me, probably everybody has their own lives. But when you listen to it keenly and you pick the positive out of it, trust you me, your life is transformed. I enjoy when I see ladies coming to me, even if some will say, oh, okay, this one was so harsh. Others will come and tell me, Keith, for sure, what you said made sense. And it's a bitter pill to swallow. But I sat down with myself and I told myself, for real, even though I know I keep on telling myself that I deserve these things, but I need also to package myself. And if I package myself well, then I'm going to get what I want. And that's my desire for you, ladies. I'm not here to bash you or to demean you or to dehumanize you or to make you feel bad about yourself. No, it's to tell you the truth. So that one day you'll sit down and say, for real, this fella, He might have really slapped me a bit, but for sure, he told me the real truth. And I enjoy, because right now, if I didn't listen to that truth, I could not be who I am today. All right. And that's why I offer all these private coachings that I do online. You can always check out through my website, keithmuoki.com, or maybe check out the link on my bio on my TikTok channel, keith.muoki4. Check me out there. Send me a message. Let's see. Let's examine your specific situation, your relationship patterns, and the appropriate strategy to improve your life. Nothing is impossible to him who believes, all right? To him who believes, okay? So remember, we still have so much. I still have how many points? I still have 5 more points, which I want to give you, so that you can be able to finally understand how to position yourself, how to get the high value man, and how to make that high value man commit to you, okay? And to my UK family, like I told you, this year I'm also bringing this conversation beyond social media. I'll be in the UK for the Love, Life, and Purpose tour, which is going to start in London on this 27th of November. So bringing powerful conversations to people around the globe on issues of identity, mindset, purpose, and transformation. So prepare yourself. We're going to be there. If you're in the UK, we're going to meet up. It's going to be an amazing, amazing time to be able to share ideas and have a great time. I'll, of course, also be at Birmingham. I'm going to be in different states. I think I have the list soon, and very soon I'm going to be bringing out the list of different cities that I'm going to be visiting in UK. So let's connect. It's not just about Kenyans, it's about all Africans in the diaspora. Will be having a great time, okay? And I believe this is not just going to be an event, it's going to be a wonderful time, okay? So now let's continue. How to find and to make a high value man commit. High value man commit. Now, if you want a high value man to commit to you, there's something you need to do. There's something you need to do. Number 6, do not give wife benefits during the audition. This is where many ladies fail. If you give the ultimate prize during the audition, why should I commit to you and I've already eaten the fruit? Why should I commit to you and we're already there? Okay, what makes me commit to you? And I've been with you for the last 2 years. I know every part of your body. I've seen everything. Literally everything. So why should I commit? That's the point. Ladies, you need to ask yourself that question. Why is a man committing and yet he has already gotten everything he needs in the audition? I know this may offend someone, but it has to be said, because you give in so quickly. You give in so quickly. And then you keep on saying, why doesn't this guy want to take me home? Why doesn't he want to wife me? But there's no reason for him to wife you. You see, back in the days, people used to commit, men used to commit to women because they need the wife benefits. They need to, at the end of the day, you could not just get sex just like that. Nowadays, they're even paying you to sleep with them. So why at the end of the day? So you need to be wise. You need to be wise, all right? You need to be wise on this. You need to open your eyes and tell yourself, I don't want to be indispensable too early, all right? Indispensable too early. You get the point? This is very important. And if you do that, then you will be able to overcome the problem that we are having today in these modern relationships. you met 3 days ago, and suddenly you are cooking every day. You're doing his laundry. You already know everywhere in the house, managing his calendar, giving him money, solving family problems, sleeping at his house 5 nights a week. How on earth do you expect that man to commit to you? How? He won't commit. You're there already running his business and you're not even married. Hmm? You're already there. Oh, let's see how our business, our things. That's the thing. You need to wake up, ladies. Wake up. Stop acting like a therapist. Acting like someone's secretary. Yeah? Acting as a wife. But what exactly has he committed to? Nothing. And that's why after all this, you will keep on asking yourself, why are things not adding up? Why is he doing this? Why is he not committing? But why should he commit when he has already achieved everything he needed from you? The story is already over. Now probably he looks for something fresh. And I tell you, ladies, this because you give in so fast, and men are sharp. The moment he receives everything that he needs, the epitome of love, why does he need you anymore? You see, ladies will wonder, is sex for men the ultimate goal? That's the ultimate goal. There is nothing else that a man wants from you. Do you think a man comes to you so that you read him some Bible stories? Yeah? I think this man loves me so that we can watch movies together. My friend, he can watch with his boys. You think he comes to you so that he tells you how beautiful you are? No, he wants to eat you. There's nothing else which is thinking about. When a man says hi, he has already dissected you from head to toe. Trust you me. Ladies, here we're not lying. We're saying the truth. He has already dissected you to the end. That's how it is. That's the truth. No man is coming to, hey, can you come over the weekend? We just watch movies, Netflix and chill. The moment it says, doo-doo. Yeah, the moment you hear, doo-doo, please, can we lower the lights? Lower the lights, it's okay, don't worry. We won't do anything. We won't do anything. You know me, you know I respect you. You're just staying close. At the time you realize, you'll be there busy asking, what did we do? Now what is this? Yeah? Huh? Hey, you need to wake up. You need to wake up. By the time you realize, every man who is telling you, can you come? We just chill out for the weekend. We just watch movies. You know, I love cooking. I love cooking. Yeah? I love cooking. Oh, you love pilau. Ah, me too. Wow. You are the pilau. You are the pilau. Yeah. There's nothing there. It's a story. That's the reason why high value men, once they call you over, they just know, the way she came so fast. Send me money for Uber quickly. This one, can't trust her. You know, even when he pushes you and then he sees that you're not that quick into these things, he's like, okay, she doesn't just chase to every man's house. This one, I can wife her. But if she's too quick, can you come over weekend? Okay, yeah, sure. Just knows this one. She belongs to the streets. And on that day you're coming, you've dressed your shortest dress. He just looks at you and says, this one? No. I close. It's never going to be me. Yeah. And I tell you, ladies, all the time, when a man keeps on telling you, dress provocatively, let's go to this party, this club, go and show me what your mama gave you, it's just for a time. Men are highly jealous people. A man will never show you to his boys dressed provocatively. That's a lie. A man will never take you to all these beer dens that you go with him. That's a lie. That's not a man who will wife you. It's a lie. He will use you, take advantage of you, and bounce. He can be with you even for 7 years while he's waiting to find his true love. When he finds his true love, he'll drop you. Then you'll wonder, with all this, look at me, the way you've used me. We told you here, you threw bullets at us. You threw bullets. Anytime a man tells you, oh, can we go here? He's always calling you to every party, to every place, especially where he's drunk and his friends are drunk and you're laughing with every boy who is around. That man doesn't love you. He purely doesn't love you. He just knows I'm just wasting her time. I can tell you for sure, don't give wife benefits during the audition. During the audition, don't, because he will just look at you and say, yeah, I'm not. Access should increase as commitment increases. Takes time. Take time. Access should come with commitment, time after time. And also don't play this other game. I know there are ladies who will say, okay, Keith, you have told us not to give this man access. Yes, that's what I've said. But don't provoke him into, should I call it what? Let me use an example. You go to his place, or you hang out with him looking all sexy and stuff like that, in a way that is too provocative. It's like he already knows what you want, but then you start telling him, no, Keith told us that we have to take time. You see, that one is a different case. Because the more you're going to wear provocatively and you suggest to his mind that this is what you're thinking, then you don't offer what you are suggesting, then the same man also will leave you. Remember that. So don't suggest and don't offer. Just be good, modest woman. Relax. There's no way you're going to come to this man wearing a mini skirt, provoking him to lust. And then you tell him, no, you see, we have to wait. You're lying to yourself. That man will just feel offended because you have provoked him. Don't provoke him if you're not ready. Provoke him when you are ready. I know I'm telling you these truths. For those who have ears will hear. Otherwise, I'll tell you like Jesus. I tell you these things so that when they happen, you shall believe. Yeah? So that when they happen, you shall do what? You shall believe. You shall believe. That's the thing. So don't provoke him when you're not serious. And this applies to emotions, finance, sexually, practically. Don't provoke what you cannot offer. Otherwise, you're going to make this man of yours just enjoy the entire relationship experience without ever deciding whether they actually want the relationship. Do you know that? People can just stay in the relationship and never decide actually if they want it. Don't audition indefinitely for a position nobody has offered you. Okay? Allow the man to invest. Let him take his time. Let him give the effort, planning, attention, resources, consistency. Commitment grows where investment grows. Right? And Jesus, in his own words, he gave a very interesting principle. He said in Matthew 6:21, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Do you know that? Where there is your treasure, that is where your heart is. So once He invests in you. And not just about money, it's about his full everything about himself. It takes time. He sees you. Yeah. And also, don't be this kind of women whereby he is busy, you're busy telling him no, but you're busy giving us to other boys. Brayo, Kevo, everybody has heard you in the whole estate except him. And now you want to be wifed by this guy. Story spread, my dear. You're men, you've been seen in every taxi heading wherever. Huh? Heading to Man 1 to Man 2, you know all apartments in his region. Eh? You know Savo in Roysambu. I don't know why it's trending nowadays. Eh? You know that place. You've been there 1,000 times. Yeah? To Savo. Is it Savo Apartments? And after being there over and over and over, now you want to tell him, it is you I'm keeping it for. Doesn't work like that. It purely doesn't work like that. You understand? People become emotionally connected to what they're invested in. Allow him to participate in building the relationship. All right? Let's go to another point, which is also very important. For those who want to find and make a high value man, commit to them. Okay? This video, remember, it will be on my YouTube, Keith Muoki Official. So you can check it out there. All right. The other thing which is very important is you need to learn to receive without being enticed. You need to learn to receive. Many ladies don't know how to receive. They think that receiving is just saying, put it there. You have not bought me more. Receiving is very important. High value men want women who can receive. Who can receive? You understand? A healthy masculine man loves to give something. He loves to give. That may be, he may give protection, he may give leadership, he may give solutions. This is a high value man. He loves to give, right? It's not just about money, but he may give solutions, he may give resources, he may give planning, he may give ideas, experiences, support to you. But there's an enormous difference between a woman who receives with appreciation and a woman who approaches men with entitlement. The problem is that many ladies, you love entitlement rather than appreciation. You don't appreciate, you just feel that you're entitled to whatever. I was listening to a lady today. She was saying that I broke up with my man. I didn't want him. I told him, go away, but we have children. And then I came to discover that the children were, the expense was too high. So I went to him and I told him that he needs to support me and the children. And I wonder why he doesn't want to support me. And people in the comments were basically laughing and asking, but you dropped him. He was there. You felt you needed your space. Now, why do you still need him to support you and support your children? And then you feel entitled that he should support you. It doesn't work like that. Men show love by sacrifice, and sacrifice is giving. And if I give you and then you don't appreciate, you take it as entitlement, then why should I continue giving? I know ladies will say, but those children are his. They are his, but let me tell you, do you know many ladies today, they have turned children against their fathers? And children no longer even respect their fathers. They have become exactly like their mothers. Now you expect the same man to be chasing after you, telling, oh, please, because you're my seed, come here, I give you all my salary. So that you just, that's That's the thing which many ladies think will happen. And men don't give because they have to give. They give as a show of love. They give as a show of love. So get this thing clearly. Get this thing clearly. If nothing is ever enough, then generosity stops feeling rewarding. It stops feeling rewarding. A man buys you dinner. You say that's normal. He buys you dinner. That's what? That's normal to you. Yeah, it's just dinner. He plans a vacation. You say that he should do it because he's the man. He helps you financially. That is his responsibility. He surprises you. You ask him, why didn't you get a bigger one? Why? Why did you not take a bigger one? Eventually, you know what he does? He starts to wonder, what exactly makes this woman happy? What exactly on this world is she ever happy for? Appreciation is powerful because people naturally gravitate towards environment where their contribution is valued. If you cannot value the contribution of this man, he will not see the need of ever giving you. And if a man stops giving you, then the love has faded, because men express love through giving. Women express love through appreciation. Do you see the point? When a man gives you and you never appreciate, then he feels, okay, all right, you never appreciate, it's okay. Let it be the way it will be. That's the thing. That's the thing. This doesn't mean worship a man for doing the bare minimum. I'm not talking about that. But never become so sophisticated that gratitude disappears from you, that you can never be thankful for anything. A simple thank you, I appreciate that, carries tremendous emotional weight. Just saying thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you for being a present father. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for taking us on a trip. Thank you for the dinner. Thank you for this. Just general thank you makes the man want to do it more and more and more and more. Because a man is built to give, a woman is built to receive. But the problem with modern women, they don't know how to receive. Modern women don't know how to receive. They're just there. They don't know how to receive. Huh? You don't know how to receive, for God's sake. And if you don't know how to receive, then you'll be wondering, left there wondering, by the way, what happens? Number 8, another major reason or major point on how to find and make a high value man commit to you. Another very important point. I only have 2 points remaining. Number 8, actually 3, 8, 9, and 10. Now, number 8, have standards without using ultimatums as your personality. Have standards without using ultimatums as your personality. Now, what do I mean with this? Many ladies have standards, but then the problem is too many ultimatums. Standards are attractive, but constant threats, they are exhausting. How many men you threaten them? Oh, if you don't do this in 6 months, I'm leaving. If you can't take me here, another man will take me. If you don't do this, then this will happen. Ultimatums. That is where you go wrong. High value men don't want ultimatums. They want you to have standards, yes, but stop the ultimatums. There's a difference between I'm looking for marriage and I don't want to satisfy indefinitely. I don't want to stay indefinitely in a relationship with no direction. You see that? Did you hear that? How it makes sense? I'm looking for a relationship and I don't want to stay indefinitely in a relationship which has no direction. That is a standard. Beautiful. Beautiful. Somebody will hear, okay, yeah, she doesn't want to stay with no direction. But now, most ladies, do you know what they say? If you don't marry me by December, you'll see what I'll do. You will know how many men want me. Hmm? Me, I need someone to commit. If you don't take me to your parents by July, eh, 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 another man is going to take me. Now, those are ultimatums. Ultimatums, they don't work for high value men. You see, the first statement is clarity. The second statement is coercion. You're trying to coerce this person to take you by force, by fire, by thunder. Eh? If by July you're not going to take me home, may fire strike you. Yeah? May fire strike. The thunder is going to strike you. A mature woman communicates her standards and then observes whether the man aligns. That's a mature woman. You don't need to persuade someone to qualify. Sisters, you don't need to persuade someone. You just observe, and if marriage is important to you, say so. Tell the person, marriage for me is important because I don't want to stay in a relationship where I'm not seeing direction. And the reason I'm saying this is because I see my age also, and I have this and this. Make it clear. Make it clear. If faith is important to you, tell the person, I don't want us to stay in this relationship and we are both, fighting with emotions. And you see, me, according to my faith, I don't want to fornicate. I don't want to go this way. Tell them, I need us to get into something so that we don't just, if children matter, tell them. I don't want to stay longer because, I need some children and my time and my age is moving and blah, 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 blah. So don't give ultimatums. If you don't want polygamy, tell them, I'm focused more on monogamy because I wouldn't want someone to, bring someone else, because according to how I look at it and how I've been raised and stuff like this, monogamy for me works. But you won't be talking about monogamy and you still have a side man and side this and side that. You're still polygamous by yourself. All right. So if you expect certain communication standards, communicate them early. Say exactly what you're feeling. Your standards should filter people, not imprison them. All right. This is why boundaries are so important. And boundaries, basically, they say, this is what I will participate in. Control says, this is what you must do. You see, this is what you must do. That is control. You should know the difference between participation and a must. Number 9. My second last point. Number 9. Allow him to choose you. I know this one sounds absurd, but if you want a high value man, please allow him to choose you. Stop saying, I need a man, I'm going to choose a man. Ladies, you don't choose men. You're chosen. Let that sink. Let that sink in your head. You don't choose men, you're chosen. So whether you are masculine or you're what, I listened to a video by King Kalala and she said that let's stop fooling each other. Women need men and every woman desires to be married. Period. All of you are there in our comments. Hey, you're betraying us. Long live the clan. Yeah? You're betraying us. Hey, you know. Yeah? Yeah? That's the truth of the matter, ladies. That's the truth of the matter. All of you desire to be married at some point. Stop beating around the bush and trying to build another thing. Oh, I did not need a man. I don't need a man. I am this. I am this. You desire to be chosen. Do you know why you desire to be chosen? Because being chosen means you're beautiful. And do you know why beauty matters? Because the beauty is the power of a woman. So if nobody chooses you, then nobody desires you, then it means you don't have the beauty. So when you hear, oh, for me, I'm good with myself. Liars. Liars. You need a man to choose you. Period. The rest is the stories. The rest is just stories of a couple of gossipers sitting together, nursing their problems. You see, when 2 or 3 are gathered and they have nothing to say, they will start formulating their own ideas. Yeah, I don't need a man. Even me, imagine even me, I don't need. No, you need. You need. You need, that's the thing. Oh, I'm past that stage of marriage. Are you sure? Are you sure? Just say that you've checked left, right, and center, and it doesn't seem so appealing. The market is not that loving. It's not that good. It's like you're on a race and you just check left, right, and you find, these are antelopes, cheetahs, gazelles, and you're a tortoise. Will I win in this race? Just say, I don't love running. I don't like races. No, you love racing, but you've just checked and you've seen gazelle, antelope, cheetah, lion. I can't. That is what is happening today. That is what happening today. So when you hear somebody say, I don't need a man, I don't need a man. That's just someone who has been disappointed with life, beaten down by life, and she has just decided, you know what? Let me just try to bring it out there that I don't need anyone. Human beings are interactive beings, unless you're not a human. Human beings are interactive beings. This is inscribed in our DNA. We must connect. A woman needs a man. A man needs a woman. Period. All these other things are just chaos created by your fears and your worries, created by all these things. You need. You don't even want. You need. Eh? That's the thing. So number 9, allow him to choose you. You need a high value man. Allow him to choose you. This is one of the hardest lessons for people who fear abandonment. You want to choose. Stop campaigning. Relax. Many ladies, they will campaign and campaign and campaign. You over-explain why you would make a good wife. Have you ever seen when a lady has met this high-value man? You want to over-explain yourself, to overdo things. You want to come to his house and clean everything, even to the places where he has never cleaned, to show him that, look at me, especially when you have seen he's a high-value man. You want to overshow. Relax. He knows that you're a good woman. You try to compete with other women that you have found in his life. Let him choose you. You found him with those girls. Stop giving him ultimatums about how to lead them. You see, you cannot win the war of emotions using physical means. Many ladies come to me and they tell me, Keith, the man that I desire, the man that I want, I've discovered there's another woman. I just want to go and tell that woman and pour out my mind and tell her, I should never see you with my man. You should never. Wastage of time. Please, leave the other woman. This is a war of emotions. And you can only win it by emotions. Ask yourself, why is he going for the other woman instead of you? It is because it means there is something lacking in you that is going to get there. So instead of you fighting that one, ask yourself, what is exactly is he looking for? And fix that in your end. If she talks to him better than you do, start talking to him better. If she gives him peace, give him peace and even more peace. If she respects him, respect him more. If she appreciates him, that's why he goes there. Because men will always go because of the same reasons. Give it on this end. But you won't say that I won't give him peace, but he has to choose me by fire, by thunder. It doesn't work like that. You need to be better emotionally. You need to be better emotionally because that's why he went for the other woman. He didn't go there because of anything. As a matter of fact, men go where they feel satisfied emotionally. That's the thing. That's the thing. And the moment you understand that the only thing that a man wants is emotion, stop giving him logic. Other ladies, they come to men and they say, see, I have degrees. See, I've made money. See, I've made this and that. Look at how physically I am doing well in terms of material things. Men don't care about your material gains. They don't care how many degrees you have. Men don't care how big your salary is because, as a matter of fact, you will never give them a dime. And even if you give them anything, if you pay rent for one day, the whole village will know that you paid rent. If for 3 months he loses his job and you take care of the house, do you know even the Queen or the King Charles in England will have to know about that story of how you took care of him for 3 months. So men don't care about your finances. They are yours. They care about feelings, how they feel. This is very important, how they feel, because that is what matters to them. How do you make him feel? That is exactly what he wants. So he doesn't care about your degrees, your social status, who you are in the society, all that doesn't matter. Because actually that tool, that power has nothing to offer him. You understand? Has nothing to offer him because the power is yours. And as a matter of fact, when a man makes money, he thinks of how to support. That's why you'll see a man who makes money is supporting this and that. You'll even think of adding wives and children. Because more money, more responsibilities for men. But when a woman gets money, she thinks of how she doesn't need a man. Finally, I'm liberated. Finally, I can go my way. And that is where you go wrong. That is where you go wrong. That's why men don't like power with women. Because when she's got power, then she won't reverence me. She won't reverence me. She won't even want to listen to me. She will turn everything against me. That's the sense. You understand? So allow your man to choose you. Stop constantly checking where you stand, because when you constantly pursue him to check where you stand, then that becomes nagging. And men don't want to be nagged. Where are you? What are you doing? Who is that? I've heard a voice. Can you video call me? I'm in a meeting. No. Say I love you. I love you. I love you back. No. Why are you saying me too? No. Say it loud. But I'm with stakeholders and business. No. You have to say it. And he wonders, now, what have I gotten myself into? What have I gotten myself into? Because for real, for Shizu. Yeah? Stop convincing someone that you're valuable. Let him experience you. Let him observe you. Let him decide. All right? Because you ultimately want a man who will wake up and say, that's my woman. This is the most very important. Like, this is the most important thing. For one day, the man to say, that's my woman. She makes me feel good. Not, I had no choice because she got pregnant. Do you know many relationships start like that? I had no choice, bro. You know, this woman was so fertile. The moment she got pregnant, I don't know, it was just one day. I just said to marry because, man, that is how many relationships have started. How many relationships have started like, that's my woman. I love her and I want to commit because the feeling she gives me is magical. It's magical. Hmm? Don't make him just be a man who will surrender after 6 months because of negotiations. You have negotiated. When are we going home? You have brought your clothes to his house to mark territories. Hmm? You're leaving your underwears everywhere. Hmm? To mark territory. I left my panties here. Who took them? Eh? You want them to be at the door, living room. Hmm? Put there next to the TV so that whoever will come will see and know there is another woman on the TV. Why did you remove them here? So you have another woman. For God's sake, you're negotiating too much. That's too much. Relax. Relax, my dear sisters. There's dignity to be chosen on being chosen willingly. There is dignity in that. Otherwise, if you're going to force him to choose you by fire, by thunder, you'll never have peace in that home. Right? There's also power in knowing that if someone does not choose you, you can still walk away without losing yourself. That's beautiful to know. That's where feminine confidence becomes powerful. Because you're not saying that every man must choose me. You're not saying that. All right? You're saying the right man will recognize compatibility, and I refuse to force what does not fit. Maya Angelou said, love liberates. Love liberates. If you love someone, let them go. If they come back, they are meant for you. If they don't come back, then someone else better is being prepared for you. Let the person go. Let him be himself. Let him build his businesses. Let him go for his meetings. Let him lose. If he comes back, he's yours. If he doesn't come back, no matter how much you put a tape or put a rope on his leg, he will still go. Don't chase someone. Don't chase a man. If he's yours, he's yours. And being desperate does not make him come. Let the man choose you. Stop choosing him by pushing and pushing and pushing things. Desperation does not win. All right? And the final point, number 10. You need to become something valuable enough to lose. Become something so valuable that no man wants to lose. You see, the problem with modern relationships, modern women, is that there's no value. The man feels, why should I marry you anyway? What do I have to gain by having you? What is that one thing which is so important for me to marry you? You're too noisy, zero peace, headache, too costly. It's better to buy milk than buy the whole cow. Become so valuable that the man says, I can't dare lose this woman. She's too valuable for me. She has what it takes. This is a builder. This is someone who can make me go to heights and heights of success. I want this woman. But if you're zero, you have zero, nothing. Nothing. He's never going to want you. Here's the deepest point. People protect what they value. That's for sure. Everybody knows. If you value something, you're going to protect it, right? And people only genuinely value something when losing it would mean something. People only genuinely value something when losing it means something. That's why you should never manipulate someone by constantly threatening to leave. I've seen ladies who come to me and they tell me, Keith, imagine I threatened to leave and he told me it's okay. So I left. I thought he will chase after me. It's been 6 months. I've heard that now he has another woman and they are expecting a child. I feel so bad. Keith, what do I do? How do you help her? How do you help her? Just wonder and tell her why. Why did you keep on threatening? Because the more you threaten to leave, it means you're afraid of your value. You want control. You want control. And control does not help in anything. It doesn't help in anything. You should never create the impression that you will leave. All right? Neither, I'm not saying that you tolerate anything, but these constant threats and threats and threats, it means there's nothing to offer. All right? There's nothing to offer. Get relaxed. Become valuable. That he sees this person, I should never leave them. But you see, today, people will just stay because they have no option. Huh? They've got no option. He lies, you stay. He cheats, you stay. He beats you, you stay. He disappears for weeks, you're just there. He disrespects you. He refuses commitment indefinitely. You're just there. Well, because, yeah, you know very well deep down in your heart, there's no value in you. There's nothing that you're bringing in. You understand? There's no value that you're bringing in. And that's why you see people will take in any disrespect. You've gone for a high value man and you have nothing to offer. Nothing to offer. The only thing is my coochie is here. That's the only thing. If there's nothing else, then you're going to carry all sorts of disrespect now and even when you're married. It doesn't matter even if you get 1,000 children. Be someone of value. And value is about how can you make the man feel. That's the value. That's the only thing that the man wants from you. That's the only thing. And that's what you see eventually. Many people, their presence becomes ignored, while others, they are taken in a deeper sense. Someone looks at you and says, for sure, this one is a woman and a half. This one, I don't even want to see her. All human beings, they have this one character. They stop appreciating what permanently becomes guaranteed. Have you ever known that? If something is just guaranteed, she's here. People don't appreciate. Well, at the end of the day, she's here. She will always be here because there's nothing that I don't feel value. She's just there in the house. Have you ever seen you with someone who just looks at you and says, oh, you've been here. Hey, how are things? How is your day? Like, he doesn't really look at you as anything because there's nothing you offer in his life. Your power is being genuinely capable of being able to bring value to this person. And a woman who knows her value and she knows what she brings to the table can never be taken for granted. And high value men focus on that. That is self-respect. All right? That is self-respect. What do you bring to the table? When I ask ladies, what do you bring to the table? Some will say, I bring this, I bring that, I bring myself. But the actual thing that you should say about bringing to the table is the peace, respect, appreciation, admiration, loyalty. These are the things that men are looking for. These are the things men are looking for. So as I wind up tonight, you have to understand the bigger truth about commitment is this. And ladies, I want you to understand this deeply so that you can go and think about this with all that you can. You cannot manufacture commitment. You can't. You can't manufacture commitment. Your responsibility is not to control the man's decision. Because I know some ladies will think the moment I control how this man, walks, who he talks to, where he goes, who and who, if I control him, then I have him. That will not keep a man. That will not keep a man. Your responsibility is to become discerning enough to recognize the right man, emotionally mature, and to build something healthy with him. That's the thing. And to bring in the value that the person sees. For sure, I'm not dating an amateur. And not only that, to become courageous enough to leave what clearly is wrong for you. The problem with modern ladies, you want the best, but you still want to keep some chunks. You still want to keep ex-boyfriend one, boyfriend two, the one that you met in high school, college. There's still a farmer there. There's still a watchman who still wants you. There's a caretaker from where, and you still want a high-value man. High-value men, the moment you show them that you are double-minded, they drop you immediately. And remember, men don't forgive cheating. They don't. The moment a high-value man discovers that you're playing with his emotions, you will never see the light of the day. That's the thing. You see, ladies forgive cheating 1,000 times, but men don't. In the comments, ladies will be, yeah, we also don't forgive cheating. You forgive 1,000 times. I'll tell you for sure, because you would rather be with a cheating man who is rich than a poor man who is faithful. And that's the truth. But for a man, it's opposite. He would rather be with a poor, zero nobody woman who does not cheat than with someone who has everything and is a cheater. That's the truth. Men love loyalty so big. I'm not saying loyalty should not be given to women, but I'm giving you the facts, the true exponential facts. That's the truth. You can take it to the bank whether you like it or not. That's the truth. And a high value man is not searching for only beauty. Beauty may get his attention. Character is going to keep the respect that he has for you. Sex may, create attachment, but it cannot manufacture compatibility. Money may create access, but it will never manufacture love, right? And a sustainable relationship requires something deeper. It requires trust, respect, friendship. Did you get that? Trust, respect, friendship, sexual compatibility, shared direction, emotional safety, admiration, communication, values, purpose, and mutual willingness to choose each other repeatedly. So the ultimate goal is therefore not to just say, how do I make a high value man commit? The better question that you should be asking yourself from today is not just about how do I make this high value man commit to me? Instead, ask, how do I become the kind of woman who is capable of recognizing, attracting, and sustaining a healthy relationship with a high value man who genuinely wants to choose me? Boom. Did you hear that? Can I repeat it? Ask yourself today, how do I become the kind of woman who is capable of recognizing, attracting, and sustaining a healthy relationship with a high value man who genuinely wants to choose me? That's the question you should be asking yourself. And that question changes everything. So this has been something that you've learned. And we're always here every Tuesday and Wednesday, 8 p.m. East African time. And being here is not just about talking and enjoying the time, but it's about helping people understand dynamics of relationships, business, mindset, and spirituality. I speak this to help people. And tomorrow I'll be here. For all those who are watching me, I'll be here as well. Thank God I'm back in Mombasa. When I was in Nairobi, it was a bit tricky for me to be able to do my live master classes, but now I'm back. I'm back in my office, so everything is amazing. So we're here every 8 p.m. when Tuesday and Wednesday East African time, 8 p.m. Not just to teach, but to help people understand relationships, to understand themselves, and to understand why things are not working out. And if this teaching has exposed something in your relationship life, you just feel like, hey, Keith, you've really touched me. There is a point you've said. Don't just consume the information and continue repeating the same patterns. My dear sisters, don't just consume the information, then you keep on repeating the same pattern and being in every place where people are just bashing others. Oh, we cannot take that. Oh, we cannot listen to this. And deep down in your heart, you know the truth. You know this is the truth. You know this is what I need. And that's why I tell people, if things are just going south, you better speak to someone. And that's why I'm always here. All right? Go to the link on my bio, visit keithmuoki.com, or visit the link on my bio on the channels that you're watching me in. There you can book a private coaching with me. I always talk to people all the time. 1 hour, 30 minutes, or whatever. And I tell you, you'll never struggle again in your relationship. Some things are worth sharing because you might sit down there, struggle with your life, ask yourself what is going on. And it's just a little bit of ego, retuning, retuning yourself back to on track. And one thing I tell people is that I don't know you. You're just there. We have just met online. So I'll tell you the truth. Whatever you do with the information is all up to you. If you decide to use it, well, if you decide to throw it away, it means nothing to me. It's all up for your life. But for me, I'll dispense the truth so that the truth might set you free. Because knowledge only becomes transformation when you apply it. Okay? Knowledge will become transformation when you apply it. Maybe you're also probably currently just dating someone and you don't know where the relationship is going. You don't know if this relationship will actually make it. Maybe you've been together for years and marriage has never been discussed. Do you know there are people who are in such kind of relationship? You've been with this person for years. He has never discussed marriage. He's just there. You're just pushing life. You cook, you eat, you sleep. You cook, you eat, you sleep. You just don't know what's going on. Huh? Or maybe you keep on meeting successful men, but none of these men or none of these relationship with these successful men ever gets into any serious relationship with you. That could also be a problem. These are some of the things that I always do in my private coaching. All right. Maybe you found a good man, but fear, insecurity, communication problems, all these things you're facing them. Previous emotional wounds are literally sabotaging this relationship. You may be there. Or maybe even you're a man and you can't really understand what's wrong with my woman. Headache after headache after headache. I just can't figure out where things are not working out. That's why I'm here. Can help you navigate all that. Others, probably you're just single and simply want to approach your next relationship differently. Things have hit you south, and you're just saying, this time round, hey, I'm doing it differently. Talk to me. All right, talk to me. That's where personalized coaching becomes powerful. Go to the link on my bio, book in a private coaching with me. I'm going to help you. Right now, I'm back in Mombasa, so it's going to be quite easy for me to be able to do my online coaching. I do my online coaching on WhatsApp, video, audio, or on Zoom or Google Meet. We speak just like there you're seeing me, just me and you, and we discuss and we have a great time. And one thing that I've learned is that there's nothing impossible as long as you believe. All right. So don't sit down there and be tossed to and fro by every wind of people. Ah, it doesn't work. These men are like this. These women are like this. No. When you know the truth, it sets you free. It doesn't matter you have 15 children, 20 of them, you have this and that, you are of old age. There's always someone for you. And the moment you get to understand this and you package yourself the way it is, then you're going to have a sustainable relationship. Otherwise, you just be like the others. You'll keep on cursing men till the day you die. You will curse, and your curses will never hit. They'll only hit the wall. Yeah. All right. So that's the thing. So get to book a private coaching, and we'll be able to examine the actual thing that you want, the actual man, the actual relationship, the actual history that you're going through. Because there are some people who the problem is not even the relationship. They have traumas that they're dealing with. Maybe your father was never there. You're raised by a single mother. You are abandoned. And now, every relationship you get into, you try to control the man, and the men keep on running away from us, from you. You understand? That's the thing. And you wonder, how come these men, anytime they come, I try to control them, they run. Be wise. Be what? Be wise. Wake up, my dear sisters. Wake up. Be wise. Even brothers who are here, be wise. All right? Wisdom is paramount. Hmm? Therefore, get knowledge, get understanding, get wisdom. All right? These are the things that we're speaking about. So, just to remind you, if you're in the UK, especially, and you want to stay connected, remember Love, Life, and Purpose UK tour is coming very soon in November from 27th. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to bring all these conversations to the room in different parts and cities in the UK. So prepare yourself and watch out for the tickets. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see you guys, to have one-on-one moment, to have crowd discussions, questions and answers. It's going to be amazing because I'll be starting with London and of course different other cities that I'm going to explain soon. And it's going to be an amazing time. So we're going to go deeper into relationships, mindset, purpose, identity, transformation, and the realities facing Africans in the diaspora. Okay, so be prepared, and it's going to be amazing. So, guys, I thank you so much for being here for all this time. We have been able to learn and to unlearn as well many things that we've been going through. And I believe that tomorrow is a question and answer moment. You'll be able to ask me as many questions as possible. I'll be here for you, okay? If all these questions that you have tonight, tomorrow I'll be able to answer them in full, okay? Catch up later. Thank you so much. Let's finish up with a word of affirmation like we always do. I always love affirmations because with affirmations, whatever you speak becomes your reality. Whatever you speak becomes your reality. Can we make some reality tonight? Can we be able to speak and make it right? Repeat after me. Say, I am what I say that I am. I'm a magnet for true abundance and success. I'm always in the right place at the right time. Opportunities come to me effortlessly and easily. I do not struggle to find love. everything in my life is unfolding perfectly for my highest good. I am deeply grateful for everything I have and for all that is on the way to me. I am here for a greater purpose, and every day I grow into the best version of myself. Thank you, beautiful people. If you want my book, The Alchemist Within, you can always find it at the link on my bio, as well as on Amazon and as well as on Nuria Books and many other places. You can be able to grab my book, The Alchemist Within. Thank you so much, guys. I really, really appreciate you for coming through. And this has been a wonderful, really, really wonderful time. The video is on YouTube. You can check it out there to be able to see more about what we have done tonight, to remember all those points. Have a beautiful time. Good night from Facebook, on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and all.